What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Second Chance. So, I want to take this time to talk about a serious topic. So, when I was an alcoholic, I was a really depressed person. All I could think about was what it would be like if I wasn't alive. I would get these intrusive thoughts, suicidal thoughts. I never attempted to take my own life, and whenever I did think about things like what would it be like if I wasn't here, the first thing that I would think of was my kids, and if it wasn't for my kids, I don't know if I would still be here right now because that's how depressed and how miserable I was about the fact that I couldn't control how much alcohol I drank. It's alcoholism is something that I wish on nobody. It's a disease or it's a condition that destroys millions of lives. And, a lot of times you don't even know when someone's going through it, because a lot of times the most depressed people don't show signs. They wear a mask, they have that fake smile, not because they're fake, but because they realize that if people really knew how they felt inside, that they wouldn't understand. Or would they? Would they understand? Maybe they're going through something similar too, but a lot of times we don't say anything. We keep it bottled up inside. And a lot of times, instead of reaching out for help or asking someone for help or talking to somebody about it, we reach for that bottle of alcohol and we just drink our sorrows away. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of us do. Okay, so, I remember this time when I was sitting in my car and I had been arguing with my wife. By this time, at this point, her and I were pretty much arguing several times a day. Okay, we could not even see eye to eye. It was so bad, and I broke down crying in my car. And I can remember telling her, I can't show you that I love you because I don't even love myself. I'm miserable and I hate myself for the things that I've done. That's what I said. That's what I said to her. You've heard of fake it to make it. Well, when people pretend to be happy or they put on a fake smile, it's a defense mechanism. Okay. So the moral of the story is to be nice to everyone, be kind, because you never know what someone might be going through. You just never know. So, maybe go out of your way and say, hi, good morning. Hey, how's your day going? Oh, let me get that for you. Open a door for someone. Say thank you. Read someone's name tag and say, hey, thanks, Amy. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for what you do. I appreciate your service. You know, that goes a really long way. Okay, because again, you never know what kind of demons people are battling in their own head. Okay, and it doesn't hurt to be nice. Okay, it takes zero effort to be nice, and it takes a lot more effort to actually go out of your way to be mean to someone or to say something mean. Okay, so again, just stay blessed. Subscribe and like my channel if you haven't already. A lot more to come. Take care, everyone.